Okay, here we go. Start recording. That's a necessary nade. Oh, they put it out perfectly. You should now have one rotating ramp really quickly right here. Yeah. You need someone really close to main. Every round they gonna go for an eco, cause it's really obvious they're gonna go for a push door down to vent. A bit of a YOLO play if you ask me. You didn't check too many angles. That as well. See we first can fix this. I think it's too late, but you managed to maybe take it. Yeah. That was a really messy round. And you just throwed yourself in there, and you hadn't enough time, but you should always have one close to main. So even if they put that molly out, you should be able to spray down at least 2 people coming through the door. So it's a retake, like 5 versus 3. That's a good initial peak. Just hold it. Don't wiggle too much. Now don't. That's a risky move, and you shouldn't have made that, in my opinion. Without a high flash or whatever. Holding a nade and taking a new angle is not preferable as well. There's some question marks about this play. Now you isolated so they can go down. I don't know if you have someone holding down. No, you have no one holding down. You have a bot, that's of course, but they have the downside now, because no one is watching it. Lapa is watching now. That should be an instant rotation. Otherwise... Now look at each angle every person have, and you take the angle. Yeah, that's a good angle. That's some practice, but you really need to hit that shot, that's for sure. But usually they have the information about you when you peek and take the first one, so he knows you're gonna go out the blue box and peek that up. So if he would have just stand his ground and held that peek, you would be dead for sure. That's the problem with that. Yeah. Oh no, too late, too late. Oh. Yes. Be glad you didn't get punished right there, to be honest. Some help from Nepo, that's good. Searching out. Should have double peeked with Quake, or Quase, I don't know how to pronounce it, to be honest, but yeah, that should have been a double peek if you go that wide and peek like that, Nepo. Otherwise you give away a frag, or potentially giving up your life just to take one, and they trade you immediately. That's a good initial angle. Just wait. No, you should not have shot right there. That's not good. Just hold the angle. No, no, no. Don't wide out when you don't have information about someone being the blue box. Then you need to throw a smoke, then take the peek to the right side of the box to be sure he doesn't kill you. This is why I say you need better opponents, because you would have been punished as fuck right there and died. But yeah. Now we're gonna see the setup from this point of view. One starting molotoving right there. One should go spray. Yeah, should be more spraying now. Should be more spraying through the door. Just shoot. And one should hold here, like you do, and one should already be down here. Yeah, that's a good position right there. That's like one of the best positions. I don't know what Nipo did right there, but you have no information of ramp. Yeah, go up there. Don't move. When you have the peak, don't move. Because your shot will be inaccurate as fuck. So you can jiggle with some weapons, but not the AWP like that. Then you shouldn't move at all, because then you can give away your hitbox and shit like that when they are just peeking like to the right of you, and you just go left and right all the time. They can see a pixel of your arm, so they know your position and they pre-fire shoot you in the head. This is a really passive angle to take. You can take it, of course, just to take a kill and a smoke and then get over, but this is not preferable in my opinion. What you did there was good though. He didn't expect you peeking from that side. Good that you flashed before you took another peek, that's good. It wasn't like... Nice, well played. It wasn't a good flash, to be honest. He didn't get flashed at all, but just if he thinks he's gonna be flashed by that, that's sometimes enough to take an initial peek. And you are faster than they are as well, so that's why you survive. Otherwise, you should have thrown that flash differently, or actually preferable throw a smoke to get over to the other side and peek from blue, maybe, like from this position you have now. That's a good flash before you peek. You have... Yeah, that's a dangerous move right there. That's a really dangerous move. To just take that right side peek when they can peek out from the other side. You should isolate that peek first with a smoke or Molotov or whatever. You have Molotov and smoke left and you haven't used it. So you could have used it to just push them back. Take a new angle, go towards red box, pushing or whatever. The sound cue of your scoping was the thing killing you right there. The guy who was underneath you gave the information, one ramp, and immediately the guy with the AWP on the other team took you down, because they know your position, because you scoped. So you should be scoped earlier than that, so they don't hear it as clear, or don't hear it at all. Now we will see Fegge what he's doing. Insta molly. Yeah. That could be a dangerous move as well, but now he managed to get over. Never go in an angle, a new angle, with a nade in your hand. That's a rookie mistake, and that should never happen. You could be punished so hard for that. Yeah, just hold one angle. That's really the best option, to be honest. So just hold this angle, you should, and just wait for him. Good that you didn't shoot. Now, yeah, good. Change position. Change position. Yes, good. A daring peek to take and a way too wide peek. You shouldn't have made any sound. Now they know, or could know, where you are, or have a hint. So yeah, that's a good peek. Shaking off. Now you need to do something unexpected or just wait for them to plant. No! Fuck. When you hear the sound cues, you can't. No, you should know that he's up. Yeah. Yeah, not much to do. A nice try. But you should really have the volume turned up so you would hear that they are so close. So then you should not take out that flashbang. You should wait for the initial kill, and after the initial kill, you use the flashbang, because they will not push you immediately if they're not really close and trading. So he will just hold like the left angle after that, or the right angle. So then you could flash like really high and go out after that and take another peek if you want to, or information peek. Lots of sounds. And no one have no one have control over the bomb site A, and you have 3 people. That's kinda unusual, to be honest. Yeah, I would give that a hard defuse as well, to be honest. When you do a hard defuse like that with a smoke, try to throw the smoke like more forward, because the position they will be coming from, for sure, is the blue hut. So if you like throw the smoke in front of the bomb and you sit like if you have your ass turned away from the silo, he's gonna spray and maybe get a headshot if one bullet like pops up in the head. Otherwise he's just gonna spray through the smoke and hit nothing, and you could have managed that defuse. So the position when you are defusing in a smoke is very important. What position you take, what angle you are defusing from. Yeah. To drop down like that without any information, that's too dangerous. You should have taken the other way. Now we'll see what you do. You both have death kits. Good initial kill. He's hunting down one. Good. I don't know what Scatman is doing, but you need to consider this. Yeah. Ah, well played. He did what he was supposed to do with our MP9, just hunt and pre-fire. Now we will look one round only on Lapa. and see what you do right and what you do wrong, what you could do better, what you actually do good. That's not good. It's good that you flashed before peeking. I would just hold this now. And yeah, crosshair placement is everything. You could do it like that, you could be punished if you're facing an AWP that's actually good and held that angle. You could have died right there. Always in the head. On that distances, just tap instead of spraying, to be honest. Tap, and then spray. Because then you have made one dink and you just need one shot more on him. Yeah. Don't go in new angles. Don't wait for the smoke. Just throw it and don't wait for it to bloom before you go away from the angle. Throw the smoke, go away from the angle immediately. Oh, yeah, you need to hit that. Yeah, reposition fast as fuck. Now you have like 3 or 4 angles to worry about. Yeah. Yeah. Chaos, but yeah. Okay, so he's not with us anymore. He got 30-minute ban. Yeah, that reposition right there, just to go to the left side of the box to take another angle, that's good, to be honest. It's worth trying with that Molo. Be more precise with the nades so you don't waste them. That's a good angle, yeah. Just hold that angle. That's good. That's very well played. Yeah, now you have the sound cue. Yeah, you take the safe angle instead of facing him like forwarding. So you take just the off angle and just wait for him because you have heard him. That's good. Well played. Now you yeah, hold the cross up. The cross up placement should be yeah, that's not optimal, but it could work. That's better, but still not really headshot angle. And nobody is holding ramp now. Nepo is rotating without any information in the lobby. Or from ramp. Now rotating again. They could have come from ramp now. Someone. If you didn't have the information that both of them were at A. If you had that, that's alright. Someone have a smoke or molly, you should molly up. Yeah. The initial thought would be in that case, when you're 3 versus 2, you have 2 mollies left, 1 smoke, 1 nade, 1 flash as well. You have so much nades. You should isolate the door with a molly, you should isolate the hut with a molly, then you throw a smoke on the bomb and then you defuse. That's the way to do it. use your utilities wisely. And after you've thrown a nade, you immediately go away from that angle. And then after it blooms or pops, then you can go back. Don't, yeah. What? Yeah, this is, yeah, that's not good. You should never do it like that. You're jumping down and it haven't even bloomed yet, the smoke. So you could be dead right there, and just sitting right here with the molly like that, that's unacceptable. You can't do it like that. Should never stand in an angle with a nade. If you're not, if you don't have a mate already peeking, and after his initial AWP shot or whatever, you throw down a molly. That's the only reason you stand with a nade. But then you don't stand alone, cause you're just supporting with that nade and be ready to support. He should be traded immediately. You got the trade, so that's something. Now we'll see what you buy. You wander around, you go for a Galil and 3 SMGs. The bot doesn't count. So we will see how Nepo uses his Galil now. He should use it in a way that he take advantage of his weapon and the firepower of it and the range maybe. So hit. Yeah, okay, yes, rush. Yeah. I guess that's alright. I would have. Yeah, you need. Yeah. Fuck. You always. You smoke one of the positions so he could plant, but then someone really needs to hold when the guy is planting. Oof. That was a way too close round, to be honest. But yeah, you managed to take it, so. But to go for a fast round when they could have forced, or they probably have eco and do something unexpected like a stack or rush, that's a wrong call in my opinion. So the one who did that call, that it's not certainly good, to be honest. Touch off the smokes. Ah, good. Way too alone right there. But good. I should have instantly taken the peek towards door right there with the AWP, because it was very likely that someone would have been there. Now he was, yeah, right here. So, but it could have been door and taking that peek towards main. So you should instantly take that peek with the AWP when you take down the guy in main. That's my opinion. You should never just go past it and sneak like that. I would have. You should have seen. Weird. This never reload like that. No. Zach need to have better control and cover when he's up there. That's weird. But yeah, you won, so that's good. But you're playing against players who, yeah. Some good things, some bad things, but Zek should have held that main position because he had a Mac 10 as well, so he had a close.